Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Are you started already?
Yes, no. So, I want you all to meet my husband.
Hey.
Jason. Okay, so in this video we're going to just share like our whole wedding experience, like behind the scenes, things maybe you don't know about, or things that, basically just fill you guys in and just share on how it's like to be married. Yes. So let's get started.
Okay. So yeah, we'll talk about meeting the in-laws.
How it was meeting each other's parents. Who wants just
and family. So for me, it wasn't anything new, honestly, because I've been seeing them on video calls almost all the time and stuff. So I felt like I already knew them, and I met them as well when I visited her in Nigeria the first time.
Yeah, that's the time I'm talking about. That's the time I want you to feel them on. When you met them for the first time.
For the first time.
Yes.
First time. Okay. Yeah. It's the same as meeting anyone's in-laws. I didn't know what to do. I was just sitting there, and then they were very comfortable and open, so they made me feel at home.
Yeah.
I guess so. There was no sort of tension or anything like that. It was just cool.
And you had to use the train. Yeah, so you used the train down to Kaduna to see them.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just it. There was nothing for you.
So
me, oh Jesus. So I went to Ghana and I had to meet his family for the first time. It was interesting.
Yeah.
So same thing. I feel like the welcome was really, really nice. If anything, I was well fed. I was so
pumped.
I was pumped.
Yeah.
So I'll be called from my room breakfast is ready. Then I go have breakfast. Lunch is ready. I go have lunch. In terms of getting to know his family better, I think I'm a people's person. I don't know. I can't help it. It's just who I am. I'm a people's person, so people generally, I want to assume, people generally do like me. Yeah. People generally like me, so it was easy for me to flow with his dad, his brothers, his sister. I believe.
Jesse likes you.
Yeah, so it was okay. It was okay.
She brought kilishi.
Yeah, and I brought kilishi from Nigeria.
Yeah.
So the next thing I want to talk about is the court wedding. So we are legally married as well.
Yeah, that was in October.
We did that in Ghana.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like that was the wedding that really was nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Maybe because that was the first wedding event. When we're going to the, what's it called? Is it registry?
Yeah, registry.
When we're going to the registry, we're both very, very nervous. When we're driving down, it just hit us this is it. It's about to go down.
Yeah.
We're so nervous. I had to call my family because they were not there with me in Ghana.
Yeah.
So I had to call them for I don't know, let's say reinforcement. Just
emotional support.
Emotional support, yeah.
It was she was the only one there from her family, and my family was around, so it was more, I'll say it was more difficult
for me, yeah, because there was nobody that I could look at in the audience that I knew, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So she did really well.
Yeah. Fast forward to the wedding. So we got married early this year. Whew, I'm so glad it's over. So the thing is, planning a wedding is a lot of stress. When we're planning, it felt like there was nothing else we could talk about. It just occupied our conversation for the most part, right?
Yeah.
Every single time we're talking, there must be something about wedding that we end up talking about.
Yeah.
I think there's one time where we won't talk about wedding stuff for a while, but I don't even think it worked.
It didn't work. Yeah.
It didn't work. So it was very stressful, and we were both looking forward to the day just being over, so we can get back to our lives.
Yeah. So. What am I supposed to say about that?
Jason, I can't do. Okay.
When you look at me, that's my cue to talk.
Yes.
Say something.
The night before the wedding, how did you feel? Were you worried? Were you anxious? Or you just slept like a baby? I think he slept like a baby.
The night before the actual wedding,
yes,
I wasn't really stressed. I don't know why.
But me, I was. I couldn't sleep properly because my makeup artist and my hair person, they're to come very early. And generally, when I have like a big event coming up, I'm unable to sleep properly, even when I want to travel, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that anxiety, I couldn't sleep. I woke up like 3 times in the night, and then by 6, I think I was up. I had my shower and I was ready to go. The night before the white wedding, we also had like another one-on-one with my pastor, and I think he just re-emphasized the whole thing, how like marriage is like a very serious thing. I feel like this is a good part for us to say, since we've not said this since. We had 5 weeks marriage course.
Yeah.
You people, course that you graduate.
Yeah.
We did that for 5 weeks. Then after that, we did 12 weeks one-on-one counseling.
Yeah.
Right. So every week we had a counseling session just to prepare us for marriage.
Yeah.
So if you're in this season of like planning a wedding, ensure you do counseling.
It's very important.
Like, we highly recommend it. There's so many things we learned. We're like, oh, that's why you reacted like that, or oh, that makes sense, or this explains that.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely recommend it. I think we're jumping something. The trad wedding. How was that for you? Like the tradition and stuff.
The trad wedding, it was a lot. Because like there were so many things that you need to do and people you need to meet.
And the cola you had to take.
Yeah. It was all new to us. Well, when I say us, I mean my family, because they were with me when we were going through the trad wedding procedures, and it was strange. It was different.
And I think it was a lot, actually.
Yeah, because if I was in Nigeria, I think the processes would have been on separate days and stuff like that.
Yeah, so we did, if you're Igbo, we did everything on the same day. So the bridal list, them checking the list was done that day. The Ibarizu, that is the inside one, the bride price thing was done that day. The Igbanku event itself was done that day. So there was like a lot of events, and they also had to do Marulo afterwards.
Yeah. And which one is the meeting your grandparents?
We even forgot about Umuada rights had to be done that same morning before the whole thing started.
Yeah.
Actually, you did a lot.
Yeah, we did.
It was a lot of movement, a lot of do this, do that.
Yeah. And what was interesting is everywhere you go, you have to eat and drink. So you just end up eating and drinking the whole day.
Yeah. It's like an Eastern thing, an Igbo thing. When someone comes to your house, like, you must welcome someone with something. If they don't give you something, it means you're not welcomed into that place. So it's like a traditional thing, kind of. Right. So the very last thing we'll talk about, how does it feel to be married? Like, does it feel different?
Slightly, I would say. I mean, we just started.
Yeah, we just started actually.
Yeah,
we cannot talk very well.
So
we have not even reached 1 month.
Yeah, we haven't even started. We are still on honeymoon.
Sure. Yeah, so we haven't even started.
Yeah, we are still on honeymoon. So like living together,
we've not started.
We've not really started.
So maybe by then we would know if there's a difference. But for me, what I can just say is different being married. It's just the level of commitment. I feel like there's just this knowing that this is it. Like, I can't be like, yo, I'm leaving. I can't. Even when I want to do that, I can't do it because I can't. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and also just knowing that he's in it for the long run. I'm here as well. Like, we will annoy each other a lot, but we will have to fix it, because if we don't fix it, who fixes it? We'll still be inside it.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it's just that the consciousness, when I say consciousness, maybe subconsciousness of the fact that there's a higher level of commitment between us now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the only difference I can say. But we've not started living together to know what the dynamics of that will be.
Yeah, I also say, like, you are no longer one person.
Preach, bruv, preach. This is area of specialty.
You are two. So it's like you have to, everything you're doing, you have to think about. You're not alone. Yeah. So it's just that.
Yeah, like the other day, Jason went to carry drink from the fridge. He did not ask me if I'll drink the drink.
And I didn't think about it.
Because he's so used to looking out for him. And I'm like, yo, you couldn't even ask me if I'll have a drink, so you get one for me.
Yeah.
And, it just hit him like, actually, he should have asked me.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. But if it's me, I'll always ask. Always.
Whatever. So, yeah.
Apart from that, I have a wedding planning bundle, which has a budget, wedding budget and tracker, just to know where money, what you're allocating money to, and also money you're receiving, just to track that.
Yeah.
And then
we didn't talk about the budget, did we?
The budget. Oh, the wedding budget.
Mhm.
Woo! Okay, talk about it.
There were a lot of areas that it appeared to be more than we budgeted for, but the good thing is we try to allocate money for everything, and then when it all came together, it's like we didn't even spend as much as we were expecting to spend.
Yes, exactly. Because some things were way less than we expected. Some things were way more.
Yeah.
But in the long run, it balanced out. And just like he said, one of the things that helped us is before we started even like allocating funds to things, we drew up a budget. We're like, how much are we putting here? We just drew it all out, put it on the sheet, and then when we actually started spending, we started populating the sheet. So that actually helped us because we were able to pull money like almost to everything, or just a few things we did not put on the list. So wedding planning bundle, get it. So basically, we also realized that living together would entail like house chores. So who does what? So we created like a list of chores in the house and allocated our names, and then both of us had to do it. Some is Jason, some is me, but it's not set on stone. Now the truth about it is I read one comment one time, someone was saying that would not allow for flexibility in a marriage. That's why it depends on you and your partner, right? So for me and Jason, we know that it's not set on stone, whatever we agree on. It's just the initial arrangement we're setting up when we start life, right? When we start living together, this is what we have. We already discussed it. I think what's important is the discussion, actually, not even what you finally decide on, just so you've discussed, okay, who is going to do what in the house.
Someone needs to be responsible for those things, otherwise it's going to be like, oh, you're expecting this person to do it, and then the other person is also expecting you to do it,
and then no one is doing it, right?
Exactly. So, and then it becomes an issue. So
exactly. And then I feel like even from counseling we realize that that's something we need to talk about. And even the books we've read, they're like, oh, you actually need to talk about house chores. So if we start living together and we realize this is not working, we look at it again and we edit it or we change it to suit what works for us. So you get that list as well. And then the last thing, questions to ask, a few questions that I compiled together, just a few to, start English, to start the conversation going. Is that it?
You want to take it again?
Okay. And then you get like questions to ask yourself just to help you get the conversation going on important things you actually need to talk about before you get married. Okay, so pre-order it is on pre-order now. Once it's out, it's gonna be twice the price, sissy. I did say sissy. Pre-order. Okay, so one more thing I want to talk about. The way we are so scattered in this video.
What's that?
Sheesh, we had the weirdest fights. We did. We fought a lot before the wedding.
Okay.
Oh, we did not. You don't forget.
I don't remember.
Jesus. We argued a lot now. We kept having issues.
Yeah, I know, but I don't remember what they were about.
No, me too. I don't remember what they were about. But I'm just trying to say, like, in the wedding planning season, right? I feel like it's so easy for you people to get into unnecessary fights, especially when you feel like the other person is not getting what you're saying or you're not on the same page on so many things. We had a lot of
that's true.
Arguments, just misunderstandings, especially because I was the one handling the bulk of the planning because it's in Nigeria and Jason was in Nigeria, so there was only so much he could do, and sometimes it felt like I was overwhelmed and I'm like, you're not doing anything, even though he was doing his best at the time. So just try to manage that if you're in that season, and just know that you're a team and your focus should be on the fact that both of you want to get married, so you're together, you're united. It's a united front.
And also, if you can afford it, get a wedding planner.
Oh, it's now you talk it. When I say let's pay, say no.
Did I say no?
Baby, you said no.
No, I said we should get it. And you're like, oh, I think you just suggested it because you wanted to suggest it.
So you said yes. What you're saying now? You say yes, we should get wedding planner.
I said we can consider it if you feel like.
I told you the price, baby. You told me no.
I said no.
I
don't remember.
Chale, hey.
I don't remember saying no.
Anyway, so another advice we have: if you can't afford a wedding planner, go for it, because Jason can testify the stress he went through, like through me. It was a lot. But
it'll save you a lot of.
Jason told me not to get the wedding planner. Now he's talking that he said we should get it. I can't remember that. So I won't say he's lying, but I can't remember that information. I told him the price. He said no, but he's saying he said yes. Only God knows who is lying. Okay, that's it.
That's it.
All right, end the video.
Okay, thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to watch the next video, share,
and pre-order the bundle.
Pre-order the bundle. Yeah.
All right, guys. Bye bye.